A retired New Hampshire doctor is now saying that football should be banned for high school students. His name is Dr. Paul Butler. He was speaking at what is described as a sparsely attended meeting in Dover, New Hampshire, and he says that it's just too dangerous for students in high school. Now, because that area loves their high school football, they actually have a team, the Green Wave.
Yeah, it's really strange. It makes them stand out in America, because other places in America don't love their football teams.
No. Not in Texas, where I'm partially from. No, not at all. But because they love their team so much, this news has spread, and even though it was only something he said to a couple dozen people, they're attacking him for it. So he says it's too dangerous. They're saying this is like a tradition. Like, it's even got so far that Rush Limbaugh is commenting on it. He has a quote. He says, the critics of football are panty wastes who want to try to take the risk out of everything in life.
Who says panty waste? That dude's stuck in 1950.
Is there anyone in America who looks less qualified to play a game of football than Rush Limbaugh?
No, but that's funny you say that, because he never played, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted to play, but he couldn't. He's like all those Republican losers.
Yeah.
Like George W. Bush was a cheerleader. So was Mitt Romney. I'm serious. Like, and back then they say that was a cool thing to do.
You get to hang out with the girls, I guess.
Yeah,
but.
you make the call, okay? Anyway, so Trent Lott, longtime leader of the Republicans in the Senate, cheerleader, okay? So these guys are like, oh, you're a panty waste. Hey, Rush, were you ever there? No. Now, look, I played football. Have I mentioned that before?
Recently, actually.
Have I mentioned that I'm honorable mention all county? Middlesex County is a very large county in New Jersey. All right, anyway. So with the new evidence in on how dangerous these concussions are and the head injuries are, now I'm a little skittish. Should we ban high school football? Nah, that's obviously going too far. I love football. Americans love football. And there's a lot of upsides to football. Teamwork, it's a sophisticated sport. And, foreigners, they get really frustrated with us. They're like, oh, what's so sophisticated about it? You just run into each other at 100 miles an hour. You Americans are such barbarians. Oh, no, are you kidding me? The offensive plays, the defensive plays, it's an incredibly complicated game.
It's true.
It's a terrific game in a lot of ways. And I gained a lot from playing football, strategy, et cetera, et cetera. Now, would I let my son play high school football? I'm undecided. Even though I played it, and most people are going to be fine, right? And it's not collegiate level, et cetera. But you know that more people get hurt during practice than they get head injuries during practice than in the games. You know why? Because practice lasts long.
And they just do the drills over and over.
Yeah, and you're constantly butting heads. You're not supposed to. And they teach you proper tackling skills as you drive through and you use your shoulder, et cetera. But yeah, of course you hit your head a lot, right? And so, I made it a lot. The great majority of kids make it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to be worried about my son. So what do you say?
No, I mean, look, my one point is there are other sports that you can play. Like, we're not saying don't play sports, just play video games, even though most are going to end up choosing that route anyway. Like, play basketball, play tennis. Like, I love volleyball. It's a fun sport. Play soccer. Just cut out some of the diving. I'm not a big fan of the diving. Football. Play football. You can do all sorts of things other than American gridiron football, and you can get in good shape, and you can learn teamwork and stuff like that.
Right.
It's not un-American to say play something else.
Yeah. So when high school was over, I stopped playing football, and I played rugby. Slightly more dangerous.
A little bit.
Where you bang heads without a helmet.
Yeah. Later on in life, ice hockey.